We here to talk about this. What is it? The no jumper situation. Yeah. If you haven't seen, I think Brody went on his TikTok. Adam22. He went on the little TikTok and he made some assumptions like he's canceling certain shows or podcasts on the channel. He's only focused on more of the interviewing at this point. And it's hot in here. If you see me sweating, it's hot as a bitch. But anyways, I love how I'm just like I'm recounting this shit. I'm like, hey, this is what's happening with me. Y'all want to know? I just went somewhere else. But anyways, yeah. So as he's saying, like, yeah, he's gonna focus mostly on interviews. He's gonna have like certain people do certain interviews when he's not there, or also be on the interview with him, like a Flacco. I think Sharp. I don't know if they're keeping the Sharp show. They might keep Sharp Tank to keep it above, but Flacco, Sharp, Brick Baby. Yeah, he's kind of sizing down on certain. He's keeping certain niggas around and yada yada yada. And this is my thing. Now, this is really all I gotta say. Now, first of all, hey, Adam, he was doing this thing for a while. And I feel like at this point he's transitioning and he's realized YouTube changed. It got to the point, and I hated when Adam used to talk. I remember it clearly from the time he was on the Joe Budden podcast and they're kind of pressing him over the Kevin Samuel shit, right? And it was like, as much as Adam was making sense and I understood what he was doing, because at the end of the day, sadly, if it's not Adam, some other motherfucker's going to do it. I'm not saying, yeah, we should give Adam a pass for doing that, but let's not act like, yo, every nigga with this moral high ground, bro. If Adam, let's just say Adam stopped, other niggas wasn't gonna do that shit. Like, come on, folks. You know, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with it, but let's not act like, hey, everybody is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you never did no bullshit, hey, then you could cast the first stone. Until then, shut the fuck up on certain matters, right? Now, again, they did have a point, and Adam stuck his ground, which I did appreciate, right? I feel like at this point he's realized, like, first of all, it's a different team, and second of all, like, motherfuckers ain't the not that long content is bad, but he just had too much shit going on. And he had to chill out. Like, these niggas was fake beef and all this other shit was going on. There's like an exodus of niggas. You know what I'm saying? By the way, shout out Almighty. I didn't even say Almighty. I fuck with Almighty, so to speak. That's my nigga right there. But anyways, besides all that. And I feel like he's transitioning. I feel like it got to the point he stopped chasing views. And I'm happy he's at this point. Like, why the fuck? It got to the point he always used to annoy me, like, oh, we get this much view, we're going viral. And I get it. You get more money, you get more eyes on the project. I completely understand. Every motherfucker would love to go viral. But I feel like it got to the point they was just dropping so much fucking content that it would be hard to keep up with. I remember before it was literally like, I don't know what they did Monday, but it was literally the No Jumper show with him, Cam Girl, and House Phone. And then when AD came around, they had their little shit, and I think it was disconnecting. And that was pretty much it before everybody else started showing up. And then there was various other shows. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a good 2-3 shows a week, bro. And then they would just have the news, and niggas was chilling. It was a decent time. And he also stopped doing No Jumper News as well, which, honestly, I'm surprised that wasn't like a Snapchat thing. But I digress. Anyways, with that being said, I feel like it's a transitioning point. Now, of course, like, we're gonna see Brick Baby. Sure, we're not gonna see the Brick Baby and Sharp, etc. It's not gonna be as much, but we're still gonna see them at the platform. They're gonna do their interviews, yada yada yada. My only thing is, it's like, yo, Adam, at this point, I'm not saying just fire these niggas. And like a lot of people said, you should probably sign AD and the rest of them to a contract so they could do their thing and you get a piece of the pie. You might have to do that for these niggas, bro. Because clearly, hey, these niggas ain't showing up that much. They're going to get annoyed. They need money in their pocket. Sorry, it's hot in here, like I said. They need some money in their pocket. So, of course, they might do some other shit. We know Flacco got a channel. He does his little stuff. I don't know what else everybody else is going to do. And they're going to navigate and do whatever else they're going to do. Now they got more free time. They might try some new stuff out. So, with that being said, just sign these niggas to a contract and get like a piece of the pie, a little piece of the pie, and do your thing. Shit, let them use the studio for whatever the fuck they doing. At some point, bro, Adam, I feel like at the time, and again, he's a smart businessman. I'm not taking it away from him. I just feel like, yeah, he realized the shows weren't making as much as they took, or making a certain amount as it took to. Oh, sorry, actually make the product and pay everybody and yada yada yada. That's why he wants a smaller team, and every nigga doesn't have to be there every day, which is perfectly fine. But I feel like there was a time it was working and it was going great. You were doing your thing, but at this time, especially with that exodus of the first people. By the way, I didn't even know Lush was still with them. I'm like, damn, Lush still over there. But anyways, Now with that big ass exodus, he's realized like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he thought with the old cast going and him bringing in new people, he could just new shows and continue doing what they was doing. But no, clearly it was not the same. I also feel like times have changed as well. So I am happy because it was getting to the point this nigga, and he's still gonna do interviews and shit. But it got to the point. He even said it. I think House Phone and Camgirl were still even there at the time. He was talking about like you would go on his music page because he has a separate Adam22 page, but you go on his music page and talk about him smashing these adult actresses, and I'm like, gang, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? By the way, all these side note, all these adult actresses is dying, bro. I seen some shit about Emily Willis and how like, bro, she in a coma. I was like, fuck. I don't know what goes on in LA, bro. There's some bullshit in LA. There's some bullshit over there. I'm good, bro. I can never move and live over there. I'll go pop in, but I can never go live over there, bro. I feel like there's some bullshit over there. But with that being said, I do kind of feel bad for the guys, because they're talented, they're good, and they're gonna do some other shit. But I don't want it to be in another situation as in like AD did Community, T-Row did Back on Fig, Duno's Road. Everybody was doing their little own side hustle and doing their thing, and then Adam starts to like, yo, y'all niggas, like, bro, just sign these niggas at this point. I feel like Adam is realizing, because it got to the point I thought this nigga was gonna bring these right wing niggas on the platform, and I'm like, nigga, I don't want to see this bullshit. I came here because of the whole SoundCloud era, and you interviewing these artists. That's why the fuck I'm here. I don't care about these other niggas. This is why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So it got to that point, and it's gonna be harder to get back into that because SoundCloud is not as prominent as it once fucking was. But yeah, at this fucking, I don't know what he's gonna do. But like, yeah, at this point, bro, I'm not saying he should blame himself, but like, he was just putting too much fucking content. And thinking, oh, it was good to flood it, but like, niggas ain't trying to see this shit, trying to go viral, all these little fake beefs. I do like this aspect, or now he's going slower and shit. And also, sadly, bro, yo, Adam, you white. Not to be disrespectful and not to say white people don't have a place in hip hop. Look at all these great people, Eminem, shit, even DJ Vlad, he does his shit. But it gets to the point Adam was just trying to do some bullshit, and it was like, nigga, you can get that shit off. If a black person did what you was doing in some of this shit, these little beef bullshit, nigga, like, bro, niggas would kill us. You know what I'm saying? If fucking House Phone has made that point, Academics has made that point, various people have made that point. Also, with that fake drama shit, he should have just got a bag from Zeus and just did like No Jumper House or whatever the fuck it was. And his little show he did with Leonard. Like, that nigga was doing too. I'm sorry. I fuck with Adam, bro, but there was points that nigga was doing a lot. I ain't gonna lie, he was. There was points that nigga was doing a lot, bro. Maybe it was good for him monetarily, but bro, like nigga, like bro, that's why like when he does that little shit and he talks to Whack about like some adult shit, and like, bro, that's your wife, bro. Shut the fuck up. And he keeps going and it's like, bro, every nigga's like that, bro. If I personally knew the nigga, bro, and he came to me like, yo, my wife was getting dick down by yada yada, I'm like, bro, that's your wife, bro. I ain't gonna go watch that shit, bro. I have respect for you, gang. She's a pretty lady, but doesn't mean like I forget that's your wife. Now, if I was already watching her content before I knew y'all was a thing, that's one thing, but that's just crazy. And honestly, at this point, I feel like he's getting more bucks in the adult industry that he's like, yo, I'm not doing really anything with these other podcasts, so fuck yeah, I should just do my little podcast or whatever, go do my little adult shit over here or whatever, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point. And honestly, I do feel like it's to a point, because Adam said he's like close to 40 or is 40. You're going to have to pass it on to the younger generation and let them rock out with No Jumper. If it's going to be a platform, you can still own the platform, but you might not be the prevalent face. You got to give the young, like, hey, yo, find a little nigga in his 20s, like, all right, bet. Or you know what? Make a separate No Jumper thing and just try some shit out. And just do some shit. Hey, fucking Rome wasn't built in a day. If you're trying to build some shit and try some shit out, bro, just let it rock. Not everything going 100% work, but you never know. You might find some shit, it pop off, then you like, bet. We look at Complex. What niggas really watch on Complex? When Everyday Struggles there, I was watching that shit. Besides all that, sneaker shopping and fucking Hot Ones. Besides that, what else they do on Complex? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck else they do. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. So again, it's not only Adam and No Jumper. Other corporations do that, but they always have like a hit show or two. At this point, I feel like Adam's trying to make multiple hit shows to drop, but like, bro, you gotta start off one at a time and then build slowly. You can't just expect all that shit to come at once. I feel like that's his issue. I just want to see what's going on and how the guys, this newer crop of people will transition and what they will build. Will it be another Exodus situation, no jumper Exodus situation where more people are just like, man, fuck this, I'm on my own shit? We will see. But besides that, what do y'all think? Comments down below, links in the description, and I'm gone. Slime Zoom, peace out, gang. This video was too long. Hey.